The small, quiet town of Willow Creek, there was a legend that had fascinated its residents for centuries. It was said that a pirate named Captain Blackthorn had buried his treasure somewhere along the creek before disappearing forever. The treasure, filled with gold coins, jewels, and artifacts, had never been found, despite many trying their luck. Ethan, a curious and adventurous 14-year-old boy, had heard this story countless times from his grandfather, who used to be a sailor. But unlike others, Ethan believed the treasure was real. One summer afternoon, as the sun cast a golden hue over the town, Ethan decided it was time to uncover the mystery. He gathered his tools, a rusted metal detector, a shovel, and an old map his grandfather had given him. The map was torn and faded, but Ethan believed it held clues to the treasure's location. X marks the spot, his grandfather had always said, pointing to a faint mark near a bend in the creek. Ethan began his journey, accompanied by his loyal dog, Max. The creek was surrounded by dense woods, and the air smelled of damp earth and wildflowers. As Ethan reached the bend in the creek, he noticed something unusual, a large, old oak tree with a hollow trunk. He had walked this path many times but had never paid attention to the tree. Curious, Ethan inspected the tree. Inside the hollow, he found a small, rusted box. Excitedly, he opened it, only to find a piece of parchment with a riddle. To find what you seek, follow the stream. Look for the rocks where the sunlight gleams. Ethan read the riddle aloud and looked at Max, who wagged his tail in agreement. He followed the creek further upstream, keeping an eye out for anything unusual. After an hour of searching, he noticed a cluster of shiny rocks glinting in the sunlight. He dug near the rocks with his shovel, his heart pounding with excitement. Suddenly, he hit something hard. Clearing the dirt, he uncovered a wooden chest, bound with iron bands. It was heavy, and the lock was old and rusted. Ethan used a sharp rock to break the lock and open the chest with trembling hands. Inside was a collection of gold coins, sparkling gems, and a diary wrapped in leather. Ethan carefully opened the diary. It belonged to Captain Blackthorn himself. The entries described his adventures, the treasure, and his regret for a life of piracy. The last entry read, "To whoever finds this treasure, may it bring you happiness, not greed. Use it wisely and share it with those in need." Ethan knew what he had to do. With the help of his grandfather and the town's mayor, the treasure was displayed in the local museum for everyone to see. The money earned from visitors was used to build a library, a school, and a park for the community. The legend of Captain Blackthorn's treasure became the pride of Willow Creek, and Ethan was celebrated as the boy who believed in the impossible. As for Ethan, he realized that the true treasure was not gold or jewels but the joy of helping his town and uncovering a piece of history. Moral of the story: true treasure lies not in riches but in the joy of sharing and helping others.